We do want to get you to some developing news from overnight. President Donald Trump just announced a widespread travel ban affecting people coming into the U.S. from a dozen countries. And there are now new partial restrictions for travel from another 7 countries.
Starting on Monday, countless people will be unable to enter the U.S. The president says this is a move to safeguard national security on the heels of a firebombing attack in Colorado last weekend.
And 7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall is breaking down what this will mean for travelers starting next week and shares some insight from a political expert.
Well, the move comes as a surprise to some people. Citizens from nearly 20 countries will be either banned or restricted from entering the United States beginning on Monday. Now, President Donald Trump signed a proclamation banning nationals from 12 countries: Afghanistan, Myanmar, also known as Burma, Chad, the Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Now, the proclamation also partly restricts nationals from 7 other countries: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Now, White House officials say President Trump decided on the ban after Sunday's anti-Semitic attack on Boulder, Colorado. The suspect's native country is Egypt, but they weren't on the list of banned or restricted countries. The president also cites security concerns and says it's hard for the U.S. to vet visitors from those countries. Now, 7 News Detroit reached out to a University of Michigan public policy professor about what's happening.
Well, we all know that Trump is not favorable towards people visiting the United States, immigrants into the United States. So this is just one more step along that way. I guess if you look at some of the countries that are being targeted, many of those countries have Islamic populations, and during his first term, President Trump had some trouble passing his travel ban because it was essentially being viewed as anti-Muslim. And this list is a little broader than that.
Back here at Detroit Metro Airport, and the ban, well, it doesn't affect certain people. I'm going to read that list here. It doesn't apply to lawful permanent residents, existing visa holders, and certain visa categories. It also allows for exceptions when the Trump administration determines U.S. national interests are at stake. The president also says that there could be additions to that list as they see fit, and if there are other security issues or threats that could arise in the future. We're here in Detroit Metro Airport's Warren C. Evans Terminal. I'm Ryan Marshall for 7 News Detroit.
Ryan, thank you for that live update. Now, this is not the first travel ban imposed by President Trump. I took a look at the ban that he implemented in January of 2017 during his first term. That ban applied to citizens of 7 predominantly Muslim countries: Iraq, Iran, Syria, Sudan, Libya, Somalia, and Yemen. Travelers from those nations were either barred from getting onto their flights to the U.S. or detained at U.S. airports after they landed. The order was often referred to as the Muslim ban, and it was retooled after legal challenges. The ban was upheld by a Supreme Court decision in 2018.